Before you begin to listen, just let your eyes wander lazily, the way you might watch clouds drift across the sky. And you may notice a curious thing. As you listen, there's a part of you that begins to slow down. Another part speeds up. And somewhere deeper, a wise part of you already knows where this is going. Because it's not me speaking to you now. It's you speaking to you. From the future, you already took the leap. Already lived the life. Already became the self you secretly hope is real. And as you sit there, listening, breathing, you can imagine, or just pretend, that there's a theatre inside your mind, 2 stages. On the left, a dim stage, showing your life if you do nothing. On the right, a bright stage, showing what happens if you act on your passion. You don't have to believe it. Just notice what your unconscious begins to project. You see yourself years from now, older, maybe the same job, the same routine, the same recycled worries. You wanted to change, but you didn't. And it's not punishment, just consequence. Colours are duller. Music is fainter. The body a little heavier. The eyes a little dimmer. You can almost feel the what if in your chest like a stone. Your unconscious notices that image. It doesn't like the taste. It files it away under not this. Now, the bright stage, same body, same soul, but now you're acting on passion. You've been breathing your awareness, speaking your truth, feeding your curiosity, creating like it's oxygen. People around you respond differently. You feel lighter. Your face glows. Opportunities appear, as if the world is conspiring with you. You're still human, still learning, still messy, but there's aliveness. Your nervous system hums like an instrument finely tuned. It's so vivid, you can almost smell the air, taste the freedom, hear the applause of your own cells saying finally. Your unconscious notices this image. It leans towards it. It tags it. Yes, this. And while your conscious mind compares the two, your unconscious begins weaving new code. Neural pathways branching like trees. Dopamine, serotonin, oxytocin rewiring your reticular activating system to filter in the signals of the life you're ready to live. Because your unconscious always moves toward vivid pictures. You just gave it one. And as you're listening, you may remember a time when you didn't know how you'd do something, and yet you did it anyway. And only afterward realized it had already started the moment you imagined it. That's right. That's how change always starts, invisibly. So, while you wonder which step you'll take first, your unconscious is already taking it. It's adjusting your breathing, your posture, your micro decisions, the tiny behaviours that compound into destiny. It feels natural, inevitable. Like, of course this is who I am now. That is the unconscious way. So the big picture, imagine the future ripples. Every time you act on your passion, some stranger benefits. Someone sees your courage and remembers their own. Your children or your friends or your art inherit a model of what it looks like to be alive. A chain reaction of permission spreads outward. One life changes, then another, then another. Now imagine the opposite ripple, years of hesitation. People you could have inspired never quite ignite. The world is shade dimmer. Your unconscious is calculating the compound interest of your choices right now. It already knows which is richer. And even now, as you listen to this, you can allow the deeper part of you to begin rehearsing new behaviours automatically. So without even trying, you just find yourself breathing deeper, speaking truer, acting sooner, choosing the channel that matches your soul. You don't have to force it. You don't have to figure it out. You can simply let your unconscious handle the details, like blinking or healing a cut. Because when passion is permission, action is automatic. Picture yourself 6 months from now. Someone asks, what happened to you? You laugh. You don't even remember when it started. It was like a switch flipped quietly while you were listening to some words online. Suddenly your life had a different taste. Excitement replaced dread. Curiosity replaced guilt. Daring replaced delay. And you say, I don't know. I just started breathing differently, thinking differently, acting like it was already true. And the world says, cool, running new script. And as you come back now, aware of the chair beneath you, the air on your skin, the sound in the room, you may notice a tiny shift, like a key turning in a lock. Nothing dramatic, but undeniable and knowing. Because the moment you imagine that bright stage, you stepped onto it. And every breath you take now is a step deeper. Welcome.